Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night NXT review. Grab your Coca-Colas, drink your magnesium, buy me some bitches, go, oh shit, oh shit. I don't know what to really say. I don't have no feelings for NXT, honestly, so. Oh shit, cheers. Because apparently since the show matters, we're gonna review it. Let me just also talk about Level Up. I think that there's no reason to review Level Up, by the way, especially since it's not on TV. I think that's the thing why I don't review. If people wonder why I'm not reviewing Level Up, it's really because it's not on television, as opposed to like Rampage. Even though it's a Velocity show, it's on television, and we're supposed to believe it's important. So. But also, like, yeah, you can make the point that, oh, but TNA's on TV. Let's be honest, no one freaking gives a shit about TNA. Even if I make a video, no one would give a fuck, so. Yeah. Especially, it doesn't help when people talk about Rampage, say, oh, Rampage is so good. It's not, you know. Anyways, the show started with Braun Breaker and Tomasso Ciampa defeating Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Shouldn't this match be like the main event? Why was this match not the main event? I would have rather if the show, like, what would be good, like, if the show started with the opener, like, being maybe Braun Breaker, I don't know, talking about his match with Dolph Ziggler or whatever, and yeah, apparently he's the fucking problem. So, even though was a number one contenders match with Dolph Ziggler and Tomasso Ciampa, they're doing a triple threat? Like, even though last week, freaking Dolph Ziggler won a number one contenders match against fucking Ciampa, wouldn't it make sense next week you just do the fucking singles match, and apparently you're gonna do this whole show called Stand and Deliver? Wouldn't it make sense you do that show, the freaking triple threat? Like, what the fuck? And apparently Stand and Deliver, I heard it's in WrestleMania weekend. Like, really? How would that work out? Isn't fucking WrestleMania gonna be 2 nights? Help me. I don't want to watch too much wrestling, because apparently it might be during the day. If that's the case, like, no, help me. Ugh. Anyways, LA Knight, I will say this, LA Knight, like, at least the guy tries, to have character and tries to, talk, act like a wrestler, Yeah, let me talk to you. That's something, so good for him, LA Knight. Basically says, I don't know, he mentioned something about Grayson Waller, that how, this all started about him supposed to be, like, I don't know, hosting a show and whatever, and whatever there. But then Grayson Waller comes out and says, as far as I'm concerned, the last man standing and shit. So yeah, basically it's just some bullshit that leads to them gonna have a last man standing match next week in NXT's Roadblock. Yeah, they're calling it Roadblock. Oh boy, Roadblock, really? It is what it is. I guess they're trying to make it something next week, but it's like, really, Roadblock? That's the name, or whatever. Why you gotta call it a fucking name? Can you just have, like, I don't know. That's the problem with AEW, too. Like, they keep giving a name of a show, and that's, like, a problem. Like, just fucking, I don't know, just have these matches happen, people will care. Like, because this will make people less care, like, oh, if it's a special name, Dakota Kai and Wendy Chu, home sleeping warrior, defeated Indy Hartwell and Garcia Peralta, I don't know what the fuck to pronounce that name, to advance to the next round of Dusty Rhodes Classic or whatever. No one cares. Lash Legend defeats Amari Miller. No one cares. Apparently, Lash Legend is like some fucking, I don't know, she has a stupid dumb show that no one fucking cares of. Gunther defeats Solo Sakaya, or whatever how you pronounce that name. Fans kept seeing Walter. I didn't really give a fuck about this match, unfortunately. And, like, again, I would rather have Solo Sakaya, because I already like the guy, in terms, because, like, he's, like, one of the brothers of the Usos, and he already knows how to talk, so I kind of was sold on this guy, but then, like, yeah, let's have him lose to a boring fat fuck. Okay. Who decides to call himself Gunther? Raquel Gonzalez and Cora before this, there was some, the bitch from Dynamite Mind was talking to another bitch. Apparently that was her partner last week. Not gonna lie, whoever the chick was, she was kind of cute. I'm not saying the fucking Diamond Mine chick is not cute. It's just the thing is she's like trying to look tough in MMA, bitch. I don't like that, but I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, Raquel Gonzalez, Cora Day defeats some Brazilian bitches to advance to the classic, whatever. Tony D'Angelo says he has his sights on the big fish for Stand and Deliver. The guy's good. The guy has character. Tony D'Angelo, great vignette. That's what I have to really say. Von Wagner defeats some guy named Andre Chase. Apparently, Andre Chase is basically that striker, but if anything, less funny and entertaining. There was like when Von Wagner has his entrance, there was like some hot bitch on his side. It's like, ooh, who's this? And then fucking they don't show her again. So I guess they're trying to lead to something with her. If that's the case, or I don't know, maybe it could just been some one-off, but I don't know. I want to see more of that chick. We gotta get some more chicks. For God's sakes, man. We're talking them chicks. And I didn't even think we saw the Toxic Attraction, too, so. Wow. And the main event, yes. For some reason, this was the stupid main event. Carmelo Hayes defeats Pete Dunne for the North American title. And then after the match, Carmelo says he will defend this title at Stand and Deliver in a match that is founded. A ladder match. Like, yeah, this guy was kind of like struggling with this promo for some reason. But whatever. I didn't really give a fuck about this match because, like, I don't know. There was nothing to really give a fuck about this match. There's, like, really no story anyways. I don't know. Wouldn't it make sense? Like, maybe have fucking Tony D'Angelo come out and attack him to insist that he's searching for the big fish? I don't know. Something. Unless what he means by big fish is Braun Breaker. And honestly, I would not mind Braun Breaker versus Tony D'Angelo. I would not mind that. It's just I think you gotta build them up more, right? But the thing is, this is just to showcase them, and then you don't really need to worry about that much because you gotta. If anything, the main thing is to get them on NXT, to get them on the main roster. The longer they stay on the main roster, that's the problem. The longer they stay in NXT, you know. You gotta try to develop them better. But the thing is, I think Tony D'Angelo and Braun Breaker, they had that, you know? And the longer you keep them, keeps them from being a next potential star for the main roster, which is we desperately need. Because as far as I'm concerned, guys like Braun Breaker is probably one of the only few guys who I can see if you build. Because again, you can't just give him to the main world title run. What you gotta do, you gotta put him on the main roster. Build him up. You gotta freaking give him maybe some mid-card titles. You know, just go through the mid-card and freaking eventually go to the main event. And then maybe he could be the one that throws Roman Reigns. But again, that should take at least 2 years. 2 or 3 years. And that means Reigns is gonna still... But at least you gotta do something to keep things fresh, you know? But, yeah. But if you want a star, you gotta do that with Braun Breaker to make him a star. You gotta bring him up the main roster soon. And maybe he could be like a good mid-carder. You know, develop more of a character, and then he'll be a good main eventer once when he goes through the mid card and shit like that. You know, that could be the same said for Tomasso Ciampa, same for Tony D'Angelo. That's how it's gotta work. You know, at least 2 years max. But the thing is, they should just, if anything, should be 1 year. I don't know, something. Just make sure they're good though. But I think, honestly, as far as I can see, Tony D'Angelo and Pete Dunne from tonight are the only two that seems like, you know what, they're ready for the big time. Alright? But that's all I have to really say. Overall show was just whatever, you know? Just something whatever. A little extra wrestling for this week, but like, who really cares, you know? I'll see what happened next week. Again, this show just wasn't, you know... Sure, again, it was cool to see Tony D'Angelo with his vignette. But it's like, really, the wrestling was not really that good, I'll be honest with you. Or even just a good, like, there's not even a lot of good shit that happened, you know? It's like no real good, cool characters or wrestlers to care a fuck about, like Braun Breaker and fucking Tony D'Angelo, you know what I mean there? So that's all I have to say about NXT there. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye.